Here.
David Pyle.
Here.
Paul McAfee.
Here.
Ladonna Allen.
Here.
Roger Spencer.
Here.
We all please stand and join me in our pledge of allegiance and invocation. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will you pray with me? Eternal God, as we begin another session of the Carl Junction Board of Aldermen, we ask that you arouse in our hearts a hunger and thirst for justice and peace, so that our actions will be guided by the desire to secure justice and equality for every member of our community. Amen.
Thank you, Holly. Next is approval of the agenda. Any comments or corrections to the agenda?
Make a motion, we approve the agenda study. Second.
Motion by Roger Spencer, second by David Pyle to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative. The agenda is approved. Next is the consent agenda, which is approval of the minutes of the previous meeting on April the 2nd and approval of disbursements. Any comments or corrections to the consent agenda?
Move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Ladonna Allen, second by David Pyle to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative. The consent agenda is approved. Next is public forum. Anyone wish to speak at public forum?
We should get off easy tonight.
I know, all these people, somebody surely has something to say. Y'all want to speak at public forum? I guess not. Last call for public forum. Very well, and we'll move right along. Next is ordinances. First is an ordinance approving a contract with Mid Central Contractors LLC for technology upgrades. This will be the second reading since it was tabled last meeting.
Move we put this ordinance on second reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by Roger Spencer to put this ordinance on second reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance approving a service agreement between the city of Carl Junction, Missouri and Mid Central Contractors LLC to be a preferred service provider for the implementation of new projects, upgrades, and maintenance to meet the needs of the city of Carl Junction, Missouri, including but not limited to the police department, community center, city parks, and public works, for the sum set forth in the agreement, and authorizing the mayor to execute said service agreement for and on behalf of the city of Carl Junction.
Discussion?
I think this probably has everything in it that you want now. It does have a price in there for those individual reports of $1,000 per report. Of course, anything that comes in from those, separate projects, whatever, you guys will have to approve those separately than what this is to move forward. This just gets them started on the whole technology upgrade process.
Mike?
Is this an agreement that's like renewed annually, or there's not a timeline on this? Is it just?
No, there is not a timeline on it because the reports will actually be fairly quick. The projects could extend a little farther into the future that we don't know, depending on funding, that type of thing. Depending on the cost of it, which would affect the funding, then, and we don't know those yet. We have no idea.
They can't bill us for anything unless we ask for it. That was the big change. They're limited now. Mr. Talley picked that out.
Attorney fees are still 16.
Oh, good grief.
So we need to table it again?
Again?
Sure.
Okay, I move we.
Let me explain. This contract, their standard form, lets the prevailing party in litigation collect their attorney fees. We have to do that in certain cases, such as in the Sunshine Law. If we get sued, they win on a technical point, they get all their attorney fees. It can be an oppressive provision in a civil contract like this. I suggested we get it out of there, and they agreed, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so.
Evidently, they used a previous draft when they sent it, so I didn't even look at that.
happened to look at that because we talked about
Well, we can have third reading next meeting.
it. Sorry.
Hey, no, don't be sorry.
Okay, so I move we table this ordinance.
Second that.
Motion by Don Allen, second by David Pyle, to table this ordinance until we get the proper language for the agreement. All those in favor? Oh, yeah, all those in favor, signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative, that is tabled. Next is an ordinance approving the 2024 fiscal year budget.
Move we put this ordinance on first reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by LaDonna Allen, second by Holly Levine, put this ordinance on first reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance amending the street, waterworks, wastewater, park and pool, capital improvements, and stormwater funds for the fiscal year 2024.
Discussion?
These are the changes we need to make to bring the budget into balance.
This is what we do every year
This is what we do every single year.
at the second meeting in May. Okay. Any questions?
Move we put this ordinance on second reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by Holly Levine, put this ordinance on second reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance amending the street, waterworks, wastewater, park and pool, capital improvements, and stormwater funds for the fiscal year 2024.
Any further discussion?
Move we put this ordinance on final passage.
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by David Fowler, to put this ordinance on final passage. It's a hand vote to go to electronic voting. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. If everybody please vote electronically. 8 in the affirmative, the ordinance passes, and it's ordinance number
2408.
408. Thank you. Next is an ordinance approving change order number 6 for the Lakeside Park Pavilion project.
Move we put this ordinance on first reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by LaDonna Allen, second by Holly Levine, to put this ordinance on first reading by title. And will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance approving change order number 6 to an agreement between the city of Carl Junction, Missouri and R.E. Smith Construction Company to construct the Carl Junction Park Shelter, Playground, and associated site improvements for the city of Carl Junction, Missouri. Said change order number 6 being to increase playground equipment fall height, increasing the total cost of the project by $8,900, and authorizing the mayor to execute said change order number 6 for and on behalf of the city of Carl Junction, Missouri.
Discussion? You want to explain it?
You will see in there in the change order that the equipment that was originally proposed only had a 6-foot fall height. The equipment that we ultimately chose has an 8-foot fall height. That means that we had to increase the amount of fall material in there for the protection of the kids if they fall off of that. So that's the difference in the cost because there is more of that material required now.
Who caught that?
R.E. Smith got it.
Any further discussion?
Has the 8-foot fall one, has it already been ordered? And
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the 33,000 was when we moved the budget around for that. Or you could just not ignore it, and then we have to give all the money back for the grant to the state. We don't do that.
I move-
No. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I move we put this ordinance on final passage.
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by Holly Levine, to put this ordinance on final.
Second.
We have a
Second
second reading?
Oh,
Yeah.
second,
it's only first
sorry.
reading.
I move we put this ordinance on second reading by title.
Thank you.
Let's try to speed it up.
Did I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by Holly Levine, to put this ordinance on second reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance approving change order number 6 to an agreement between the city of Carl Junction, Missouri and R.E. Smith Construction Company to construct the Carl Junction Park Shelter, Playground, and associated site improvements for the city of Carl Junction, Missouri. Said change order number 6 being to increase playground equipment fall height, increasing the total cost of the project by $8,900, and authorizing the mayor to execute said change order number 6 for and on behalf of the city of Carl Junction, Missouri.
Any further discussion?
There is one thing that I would I would suggest taking this out of ARPA. I know we've got like 165,000 set aside on stormwater for the curb and guttering, but it has to be under contract or spent by the end of this year. Even if we're able to get that under contract, we're not gonna have that project for what, a couple years? And we have more in stormwater, so I would suggest funding this through ARPA.
That would take a motion and a second for official action to do that. So if you want,
Well,
because you're moving it from one category in ARPA that's already been improved to another category in ARPA.
we haven't officially approved an ARPA budget, have we, this year?
The funds have been allocated into those ones that
What
were
did we,
selected.
what did we take out of ARPA the other day?
That was for the sunshade,
Dissension.
which was previously approved.
Well, I guess we need to approve this and then we can move to approve.
Then under unfinished business and new business.
Yeah,
we can do
under
it
new
now.
business, okay. All right, that's all I had. I moved, we put this ordinance on final passage.
Second.
Motion by Don Allen, second by David Poe, put this ordinance on final passage. The hand vote to go to electronic voting. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. In the affirmative, please vote electronically.
Bill?
Has it gone yet? Oh, there we go. 8 in the affirmative
I accidentally
and 1 against.
No, I accidentally abstained.
Oh, abstained? Oh, okay.
I apologize.
All right, 7 in the affirmative, 1 abstention. The ordinance passes. That is ordinance number,
2409.
thank you. Next is ordinance amending chapter 705, water rates.
Move, we put this ordinance on first reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by Don Allen, second by David Powell, to put this ordinance on first reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance amending Title 7 Utilities, Chapter 705 Water, Article 3 User Charge System by amending Section 705.330 Actual Use Rate Structure to set water rates to be effective May 1st, 2024, so that in-town users shall pay $14.39 for the first 1,000 gallons and $4.67 per 1,000 gallons thereafter, and commercial water customers and out-of-town users shall pay in accordance with the existing rate structure set forth in Section 705.330.
Discussion?
On your analysis sheet there, the bottom right hand, it shows what our current structure is of 1439 and 434, and then what the new rate structure would be of 1439 and 467 per thousand. So we're leaving that base rate alone this year. We do have a number of people that are on that lowest form of billing on it, and so this won't affect them. Just the people that use the water will be paying for the water.
Any further discussion?
Move, we put this ordinance on second reading by title only.
Second.
Motion by Don Allen, second by Holly Levine, to put this ordinance on second reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
In ordinance amending Title 7 Utilities, Chapter 705 Water, Article 3 User Charge System by amending Section 705.330 Actual Use Rate Structure to set water rates to be effective May 1st, 2024, so that in-town users shall pay $14.39 for the first 1,000 gallons and $4.67 per 1,000 gallons thereafter, and commercial water customers and out-of-town users shall pay in accordance with the existing rate structure set forth in Section 705.330.
Any further discussion?
Move we put this ordinance on final passage.
Second.
Motion by Holly Levine, second by Don Allen, to put this ordinance on final passage. This is a hand vote to go to electronic voting. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative, please vote electronically. 8-0 in the affirmative, and that is, the ordinance passes. That's ordinance number
2410.
410. Next is an ordinance transferring the municipal division cases to Jasper County Circuit Court.
Move, we put this ordinance on first reading by title only.
Second.
Ms. Wendell, Allen, Senator Roger Spencer to put this ordinance on first reading by title only. Will the clerk please read the title?
An ordinance transferring the Carl Junction, Missouri Municipal Court and Carl Junction, Missouri Municipal Division cases to Jasper County 29th Circuit Court Associate Division.
I had a call with one of our local legislators, and we've had problems ever since they passed Senate Bill 5 with enforcing any of the laws. But he and two other local legislators, after this session is over, are going to have meetings with mayors and city administrators from all the surrounding towns, Carthage, Neosho, everybody around here that has problems with that Senate Bill number 5, to see if they can, in the next legislative session, change how the municipal courts function so that they have a little more enforcement powers, which is what we've been griping about forever since they did Senate Bill number 5. So I would like to ask that we table this until we hear what their positions are, what they think they're gonna do, and see if it will benefit the city if we wanna maybe not do it. Because once you do this, you can't go back. You lose the city court, municipal court forever. So my recommendation is let's hear what they have to say, what they think they can do, and then we can make a decision later on that. That's just my opinion. Other discussion.
Mayor, in the meantime, would we proceed with hiring a new or training an existing employee to be a new court clerk and
Gonna have to.
continuing on?
Gonna have to, yes. That's already in process.
I make a motion that we table this ordinance until we have time to see what might happen legislatively that would change the operation of the courts.
Motion by David Powell, second by Roger Spencer, this ordinance be tabled until we decide what they're going to do. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative, it is tabled. Thank you. Next, moving along, long-term projects report. Any comments for the city administrator on his long-term projects report?
Do we know when this splash pad is gonna open?
Yeah, no, you can't hide, Harvey.
We're working on it. We got a call from the company, and they gave us some things that they wanted us to do before they got here, so we're in the process.
When are they supposed to be here?
No set date,
Okay, are we hoping like May,
no, like in a couple weeks.
couple weeks, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Any word from Liberty?
No, I did get an email back from her, and she just had several questions about how they would partner and that type of thing. So,
Did she sound optimistic?
there was no optimism and there was no pessimism either.
I had Crystal send pictures of the meters to her, because they make absolutely no sense to me when you look at them. And I want to know, because I'm talking about our solar
Oh, on
panels.
the solar.
I want to know how much the solar panels are providing and how much we're using. And I don't think we know. Even to the point where I would be in favor of putting in a meter on solar panels there and a meter on Empire by itself, and then one meter that shows everything going in. To see if, I don't know, I guess call me a pessimist, I think we're getting ripped off.
I don't think you're the only one.
But that's me.
me.
But then again, we can't design them to be 100%. You know, we got wastewater's what, 20%? Public Works building is 48%. Supposedly to provide power for. This building is what, 21%? And the PD was like 25%. And that's by the Public Service Commission. The reason they have that is if everybody put in solar power panels and it was 100% and the electric companies go out of business, then it's going to be tough at night turning on your lights. So it's a deal to keep them in business. And that's just a personal opinion I have.
Well, the thing is, back several years ago when we approved this, I don't think any of that was presented to us in that manner.
No.
At all.
And anything else? When they gonna put the fence in for the dog park? Don't know?
They're supposed to be in, he told me it'd be mid-April, so you should be in here pretty quick.
It's
We're
mid-April. It's mid-April. I had to get my taxes. And okay, anything else for Steve in this report?
Do we, I think you had mentioned it about the pool, Bulldog Beach.
Yep.
Maybe creating a cover for that pool would be cheaper than digging it out for it in the meantime, maybe, I don't know.
Well, Steve didn't get a quote on that.
Oh, yeah, maybe not, so. See it on the face.
It's not as simple as just putting a cover over it.
Yeah. Because you have to have it supported from underneath and everything else, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're looking, have a bandstand there or something, you could have something, but it's, how much was it? It was,
Without labor, we figured,
materials.
40-some thousand just in
Two
materials.
materials to do it.
That's a nice deck.
And
It's
that's basically
because of the
what it would be.
supports underneath it.
It would be a deck.
Yeah, it would be a deck.
Supports to be 6 by 6s.
But, my feeling was if you do that, then the pool's still there. If you have to come up with money later on to reopen the pool or fix it, you can take the deck out and then fix it. Anything else from Steve? All right, we'll move right along then. Treasurer's report, you got the treasurer's report there. I don't know if anybody wants to comment on the treasurer's report? If not, we'll go on to department reports. Let's see, what do we have here? Do I have a PD report?
It was, we just have it.
We got both of them? Okay. Any comments for the chief? Did you ever find out, was that a car wreck and a telephone pole deal? Two separate incidents right there.
Yeah, semi backed into the utility pole and the traffic was backing up, so a lady on Briarbrook Drive saw it was backing up, decided she was gonna just turn into the parking lot at Bailey's, didn't realize she was turning into a ditch, so that was just a one vehicle accident. But the fire department did have the road blocked for a little bit, and that's what caused some consternation.
And it's okay now. Anything for the chief? Very well, then we'll go along with Public Works. Harvey's here, he can answer any questions you guys have. Yeah, Jay made him come this week.
What do you think about the slides at Country Club?
That's tough.
Yeah.
We just block them off for now. We got parts on order.
Oh, you do? And there's no way you can just get like plexiglass and,
We tried plexiglass and they just kicked that out also.
yeah.
We
when
think
am I
we
supposed
have,
to
we
get it?
think we have a lead on
Oh, okay.
vandals.
Okay, I was just gonna ask, when do we get optic down there?
Yeah. How close are they to where we can get cameras?
We approve the mid-central.
Well, I mean-
First we have to have optic, get the cameras running.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Optic will be the quick part now.
Yeah,
Once we pull the trigger on that project, we'll have them do it.
I mean, they've got the line run at Lakeside Park, but they don't have it into the modem in there.
Yeah.
So we're probably talking 4 to 6 months, I would imagine.
We could buy a blink camera or something if we had to.
Wildlife camera.
Well, I'm thinking like a blink or a ring or something that'll save the video. If we have to do that for a while at the park.
I'll ask you, has anybody done anything on those speed limit signs?
They're both working.
What?
I saw one out at Briarbrook this
They're
weekend.
both working.
They're both working now, because the first week when they were up there,
Jeff got them working.
Okay, good. Because they weren't up Saturday at the soccer field.
No, there was one up.
They were us.
I drove by.
Well, it wasn't when I drove by.
You didn't drive far enough.
And that's probably true.
It was going like if the clubhouse is on your right side, go heading towards the clubhouse, it's on the right. It was right.
Well, I pulled out of Forsyth and I turned and I didn't see it there where it was the first time.
It was placed north of the north entrance to the clubhouse.
Okay, that's why I didn't see it there. All right. Where was the south one? Same place?
I believe it was just south of the, old well house.
I think we need to see if people are following that. And if not, you need to throw those portable speed bumps up again.
So do you get the data on those? Like, how do you view that?
We had to check into that, because they weren't up, whenever we got the work on, the booking on it. Neither one of us was really familiar with it, and they needed to be set up quick, so we have not checked in. We do know it can do that. We don't know how often it has to be checked, if it just goes to Bluetooth or the cloud or whatever it does, so that'll take some checking.
If I have anything else for Public Works? If not, we'll move on to, we don't have a building inspector, so we'll move on to committee reports. Okay, so let's go with budget and finance. LaDonna?
Well, first of all, we approved the budget amendments tonight, so we have that. And Steve was able to get some information on the bonding capacity for now, and I assume no increase or with increase. So if you want to share that for the Bulldog Beach.
Knowing one of the things in the budget committee that we talked about was how much we can bond out for expansion projects, whether it's pool or this building or whatever. And we can get, currently we can get 6.5 million, and that would be on a no tax increase. So the debt service levy would stay the same. It would not go up for it. And that would extend it out to 2045 is what it would extend us to. So
What's the end date right now?
2028.
That seems long for 6.5 mil.
20 years, that's what they do geo bonds for.
So if we did decide to put that up and voters approved it, how long would we have to wait until 2028, or could we do that now?
No, we could do it now. So the August election, we've got to have the ordinance passed by May 28th. The November election would be July, probably.
But with the funding, I mean, you would go.
You would get the funding till
You-
2029.
That's,
Yeah,
and you wouldn't get the funding until the other rolled off.
Yes.
You would get the funding in according to this anyway, 2026.
Oh, so that's before the other.
Without increasing the levy.
Yes, without
Yeah.
increasing the levy.
Has enough of it. Are they going to
Just
restructure
telling you
it?
what Piper Sandler told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they're probably
because they
looking at
have
restructuring.
included, they do have included in here the debt service for those, unless those final 2 years is nothing but interest or something. I have no idea.
We can't do anything for 2 years, basically.
No, you can, if you wanted
You
to,
can
you
pass
could
it
get
now.
But
You can't get the
as
money
far as
until-
start.
you could get well, that's the option. You could either delay getting the money, or you could get the money right away and drop it into an investment account and collect interest on that.
So then if
Which
you
we
want-
did that when we built this building. Mary Beth took majority of the funds and dropped them into an investment account. We collected quite a bit in interest from.
So then if we decided to fix the pool or whatever we decided to use it for, we could just go ahead and do it.
Now, that's what the budget committee had asked for you to check on that and when it was. Something we need to keep in mind though, when we're deciding if we want to try to put on a bond, like to fix Bulldog Beach, especially, we do not have the money to operate it every year. Because it would take probably almost all of the park budget every year. So then we couldn't do anything else to the parks if we want to put all the money into something that's open 3 months out of the year. But we will not have money in general fund to transfer extra to the pool. It won't happen because since half the people, basically it was split and we don't have that use tax revenue to offset some of the police costs. So we're going to keep transferring 1.3 million basically now from general. So we don't have the extra money at all to cover the cost of operating. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind if people are wanting to put on a bond for Bulldog Beach, is we'll have to figure out how to fund operate it, because that'll probably be between 60 and 70,000.
Anything else for budget? Any other good news?
And if anybody wants to have a budget meeting to discuss any of that, we can schedule one, but other than that, I won't put anything on the schedule for right now. That's all I have.
Code and nuisance, Rick?
We met last week on the court thing that we tabled today. There was a lot of debate on that back and forth, but we ultimately, the committee voted to go ahead and transfer it to the county. But it was.
Well, voted to recommend.
Or recommend,
Yeah.
recommended to the board. But it wasn't easy. That's all I had.
That it?
That's it.
Anything else for Rick? Human resources, Roger?
Nothing.
Anything for Roger? Public facilities, Mike? It's your last chance.
I got some things.
All right. All right.
Probably could have been on the long-term projects report, but we've got some projects. The pavilion in the Lakeside Park, we've got water out there now, which is excellent. But we're still a long way from where we could use some water out in the fields, a good 100 yards or so. Could we put another spigot 100 yards on up the path somewhere where we can connect some hose? Probably about $1,000 or so worth of plumbing. I looked up some 1-inch pipe and roll out there. Otherwise, we're gonna have 300 feet of hose, and that's gonna be burdensome.
Check that out.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could just get another connection up the field. We could start watering those fields to make those look nice. I think I was promised a trash can dumpster there at somewhere along with the pavilion, somewhere to dump the trash. A nice little wall to hide a dumpster.
Dumpster and not just trash cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We need a dumpster there, something to do with the trash and some sort of, to make it look nice. And then the trash cans, they're there at the pavilion. We just have a couple 55-gallon barrels in there, and it doesn't kind of fit the theme, I don't think, so much. If we could figure out a way to make the trash look nice, I don't know. Somehow, that might be something that's nice. Long time ago, when we were thinking about redoing that retention pond there, or detention pond at Country Club Park, and Schubert Mitchell was involved with that, and we were trying to get a deal worked out maybe where they could help us improve the park. And I think I remember them saying that dirt is one thing that they have in spades. They've got lots of dirt, and we kind of need some dirt. We're trying to, that park, Country Club Park, definitely need more. We tried to get the leaf mulch out there, and that didn't go very far. But maybe if we could contact Schubert Mitchell and see if they are having excess dirt from any of the projects that they've got going on, and we know a place that they could dump it if we have some. If you don't mind contacting them,
Yeah, that didn't go very far.
That didn't, and we could really use a lot more dirt. There's been some injuries out there, I know, because it's pretty. The dirt's pretty uneven, and so it'd be nice if we could just continue to fix that up. We need some dirt, and maybe we can get Schubert Mitchell to help us. I know at one point 5 years ago, and that was kind of something they thought they could do, but It hasn't been brought up since that I know of. That's all I've got, I think, for now.
Anything else for Mike?
I just say, I don't know if we get an opportunity, but I appreciate your service on the board.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you. How many years was it? Or has it?
I think 8. That's my wife. There's 8.
Eight?
She says that.
You're in denial.
Yeah.
It's all been a blur for sure.
So I was gonna say in unfinished business, I also would like to thank you for your service and leadership to the city.
Thank you.
And I know Mike had a reputation for always voting no and being a little negative, but I did appreciate his opinion. He always brought a lot of integrity and, you know, thoughtfulness to everything he said, and I think the council is better with you on it, and we'll miss you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine from before, after the election results, before you got off, but, you know, I remember when you were on there, I asked, if you're gonna vote no on something, let me know why you're gonna vote no on stuff if you don't like it. And you've done that and brought open people's eyes to things, just like when we filled in that creek at Memorial Park.
He is never gonna let that go, is he?
I'm glad we did that.
I'm glad we did that too. And like I said, I do appreciate your comments, just like your dedication to the job you've done here.
Thank you.
And you too, Bill, for a year.
Absolutely.
And
Call me when you want to start the use tax again.
You know, that's the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What do we got? Economic development.
No, nothing at this time. I'm still waiting for, that Zoom to be set up, so I'll let you guys know.
Okay, well, let's move right along then to unfinished business. David?
Nothing.
Bill?
Nothing.
Mike?
I think it's more new business, but this is my last chance.
Yep, go for it.
For a month, that railroad crossing guardrail has been sitting there. It's damaged and sitting there, and they came and worked on the crossing, and I thought maybe they would do something with that, but it's still there. I don't know if you can contact somebody and get
I
that.
have zero contacts with the railroad. I'll have to see if I can find, maybe Algear does, I don't know.
Okay.
They're just, you know, they used to have an 800 number on the side of that little shed. If the signal wasn't working, that's gone now. So,
What's the material? I'm surprised
They
nobody's.
don't even
It's
have
aluminum or something. I don't know. It's not not aluminum. It's,
Is
Sure,
it something we could use in
It's
some of
something-
our long-term projects?
yeah, you're right. Some scrap dealer, I'm surprised doesn't hold off that. Anyway, it's been there for a long time. I think
Anything
that's
else?
all I have.
Thank you. Donna?
Nothing.
I don't think I have any unfinished either. Roger? Rick?
Yes, sir.
Bob? Holly?
This isn't really unfinished, but thank you for your report, Crystal.
Mr. Talley? Elena? Kristen? Steve?
no, sir.
Harvey? Chief? Very well then. We'll move right along to approval of the certified election results. I believe you all got the election results in your packet. And we just need a motion to approve them.
I move we approve the election results.
I'll second.
Motion by Don Allen, second by Mike Burns to approve the election results as presented. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8 in the affirmative. The election results are now officially approved. Next is sine die. Out with the old and in with the new. So, Bill, Mike, thank you again for your service. I do appreciate it, for everything you've done. And I'm gonna have David move down here.
David's
By
like,
LaDonna.
oh, no.
I already told him in advance.
You emotionally prepared him.
I tried to. So next, I'd like to have the city clerk administer the oath to all of our old and newly elected officers, or aldermen.
Raise your right hand and repeat your oath.
I, Carol Wofford, do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications for the office of Alderman Ward 1 as prescribed by law, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Missouri, provisions of all laws of this state affecting cities of this class and the ordinances of the city of Carl Junction, and faithfully demean myself in office. So help me God.
You get to pick a seat since you were first.
And Walter?
I, Walter Hayes, do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications for the office of Alderman Ward 2 as prescribed by law, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Missouri, the provision of all laws of this state affecting cities of this class, the ordinances of the city of Carl Junction, and faithfully demean myself in office. So help me God.
Is that massive?
Guess we're gonna hang around forever.
I'm Alderman McAfee, do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications for the office of Alderman Ward 3 as prescribed by law, that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Missouri, the provisions of all laws of this state affecting cities of this class, and the ordinances of the city of Carl Junction, and faithfully demean myself in office. So help me God.
Good, make you stand up. I, Roger Spencer, do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications for the office of Alderman Ward 4 as presented by law. I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Missouri, the provisions of all laws of the state affecting cities of this class, and the ordinances of the city of Carl Junction, and faithfully deem myself in office, so help me God.
Congratulations to all of you. Welcome to the council. Walter, you're back on it again. Carol, your first time on it. As I said when I was talking to Mike, if you don't like some of the ordinances and you think you got a problem with them, please let us know when it's under discussion so that you may change somebody's mind and may agree with you. So we have all the information we can get. Next is, we need to elect a mayor pro tem. Nominations open for mayor pro tem.
I nominate David Pyle.
I nominate LaDonna Allen. Oh, we're doing it a second? For this event.
For nomination.
Sorry.
I think we did last year.
I don't think that's spelled out.
Maybe we will.
Make an executive decision.
The provision just says you shall elect one of
Okay.
your members. It does not specify how.
Okay, we'll just go with that in a second. Are there any other nominations?
Make nomination cease.
All those in favor of nomination cease, signify by your right hand. Thank you for every nomination cease. Okay, now we'll vote. First is David Pyle. All those for David Pyle. 4. Okay. Sounds like last year. All those for LaDonna Allen.
I'm going to abstain.
David's abstaining.
Okay,
Well, then
David's
you get it, 'cause
abstaining.
that's 7.
Therefore, David Pyle is the newly elected mayor pro tem by a 4-3 votes, 1 abstention. Congratulations, David.
Thank
you. Now we'll move on to new business. Holly?
No, sir.
Bob?
No, I have none.
Rick?
Yes, sir.
Roger?
Nothing at this time.
The other thing I have is the TVs in the senior center. See, when I talked about this, I had a guy come in that made a fool of all of us. But anyway, they don't sync in there. And the seniors don't like that because each TV has a built-in fire stick that they use. So when you turn the TVs on, they start at different times doing the stuff. So we figured out a solution. All we have to do is buy a Roku or something and hook it into the splitter and have the Roku fired up, and then they'll all be in sync. And it'll be about, what, $50?
Probably.
So I think we'll need to do that for the senior center. So they'll be happy at lunch. And I'm a senior, so I want to be happy too. And that's all I have. LaDonna?
Nothing.
David?
Donna, did you want to address the ARPA funding for the
Oh.
change order?
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. That's why you're Mayor Pro Tem. Yes, I would, like I said, I would like to see that change order amount come from ARPA. Because like I said, we've budgeted the 165,000 or whatever for stormwater. It doesn't, when they say it has to be allocated by the end of the year, it's not just what we say we're gonna use it for. It has to be spent or under contract.
Under contract, yeah.
So by the time we get all that done, we're already halfway through April. I don't see any way we're gonna get contract on that. I would rather reallocate the 100 to go for the change order, and then the balance we can keep as stormwater until we get later into maybe fourth quarter, find out whether or not we're gonna be able to do that or reallocate all of it. So I would motion that we take the amount for the change order from ARPA and reallocate those funds.
Second.
Splendid Donna Allen, second one David Pyle, that we reallocate the ARPA funds to pay for the $8,900 on the park, on the playground park. All those in favor, please signify by raising your hand. 8 in the affirmative. So done. Okay. Now we can go to you, David.
Nothing.
Walter?
I have a question. I've had the opportunity to watch the video of council meetings a time or two. And of course, all people see is the screen up there. I just wondered, is there a way we could redo that so that people actually saw the people that are conducting business here? So they had some connection to the people.
That is part of the technology changes with the Mid-Central contract that I am proposing be added into.
Cool.
And if I can, Walter, something else that I've heard from people, and I told Steve, and I know we vote electronically and it's convenient, but I have had people that say they can't see who's voting. And even, I think times people with the media and stuff, when they're trying to go through and follow up on it, they just hear the vote. And if it's a split decision, they have to ask who voted one way. So I don't know if we want to wait until we get the technology changed so the tote board shows better, or if we need to do like roll call votes so that people actually hear who's voting how. Because I have had a couple citizens, and then of course people with the media too, have asked me before how people voted.
I just think personally it'd be a good thing to be able to do when we can pull that off, so people can see the members of the board up here and how they're voting and so forth.
Yeah.
I know I had conversation with numerous people after the Republican caucus, for instance, and told people I hope we never do that again. individuals' vote should be very private, but those of us that are in some sort of public office, everything that we do should be very public.
Okay,
That's all I got.
anything else? Carol?
Nothing.
Mr. Talley, new business?
I was debating whether to mention that this meeting or the next meeting, but because of the discussion about the possibility of a bond issue and a deadline, second meeting in May, I will not be at the second meeting in May. I have other, I've explained to the mayor, and I don't want to explain to everybody, but I will be elsewhere. So, Steve, Elena, if we need something done that I need to participate in, keep that in mind. That's all.
Thank you. Elena? Oh, yeah, I better do that. Oh, yeah, committee assignments. Sorry. See, well, now you're not the only one that forgets things. Okay, committee assignments for this year are going to be budget and finance. Alan will be the chair with Levine, Hayes, and Pyle. Code and nuisance will be Flynn chair with McAfee, Wolford, and Spencer. Human resources will be Spencer as chair with McAfee, Flynn, and Wolford. Public facilities and planning will be Pyle as chair with Levine, Hayes, and Allen on it. And economic development is the same. Levine, Hayes, well, not the same, I guess. Levine, Hayes, Flynn, Lawbert, Wakefield, and Powers.
I'll print that off for everybody's packet next time.
Yeah, I'll spell Carol's name right next to that.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Elena. Is that all? Crystal?
No, sir.
Steve?
No, sir.
Harvey? Chief?
Yeah, watch KOAM News. I just recently saw that they, during some of the commercial breaks, they advertised for Hero Fund USA, which is one of their sponsors, that they do grants for area first responders. So I just reached out to them and asked about it. Applied for a grant. It is a matching grant. So the mobile radio that we're going to be purchasing for a car this year, it's about 17 grand. And so they've authorized the grant for half of that. So about 18,500 right around there. We'll get that. What comes with that is this Thursday from 11:30 to 2, I will be at Roper Honda manning the phones for donations for Hero Fund USA.
All right. Thank you. Good job. Anything else?
Yes.
Is there anything else before the council?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Roger Spencer, second by LaDonna Allen. We adjourn. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. In the affirmative, we are adjourned. Thank you all for attending, and nice to see faces in that audience.